Hey everyone, my name is Jamie Lee. Welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for watching this video today. Now today we are throwing it back a little bit with another We Are Tala haul. We Are Tala, if you haven't heard of them before, are a company that was started by Grace Beverly, also known as Grace Fit UK. So she's a huge Instagram influencer. She started out doing mostly fitness related content on Instagram and now has kind of launched into this crazy, like, multifaceted businesswoman. She's got all sorts of different ventures going on. And the We Are Tala brand is arguably one of the most interesting of them, but she does also have a fitness app called Shreddy, and she sells fitness bands and nutrition programs under the brand name BND. I'm sure a lot of you have not seen my original We Are Tala video. It was a while ago, but essentially their first launch, and in fact a couple of their first launches, were certified train wrecks. There were a lot of problems. They ended up having to cancel everybody's orders. I know I didn't get my first order. When I got my second one, I was disappointed with the quality and basically like swore off ordering again until I saw some proof that they were improving in quality. And I will try on during this video a pair of the original leggings that I got so that we can kind of compare and contrast. Also, if I sound a little bit sick, I think I inhaled a whole bunch of dust when we were sanding our ceiling to get ready to paint it yesterday. So my voice is a little bit weird today. I apologize for that. Now, when I placed this order with We Are Tala, it was during their bra and underwear and bodysuit launch. So they were releasing these really cute little matching two-piece sets of bras and underwear. I thought that they were so cute in like light pastel colors. I was very excited to get them and try them for you guys. They had introduced a new feature which I thought would actually be amazing, which was being able to hold items in your cart. Now, I, as you can tell by the nature of this channel, do a lot of online shopping. I have purchased a lot of things on launch day. I have never had a more frustrating experience than I do on the Tala site. I don't know if it's just because they don't have enough stock, if items are very hyped, I'm not sure. But every time that I try to get anything, it always, you put it in your cart and it sells out like immediately. And I'm a fast checkouter. I have my information saved and I can check out within like a minute of something going live. So that never happens to me on any other site. I get concert tickets, I get, you know, like the latest Gymshark, the latest Jeffree Star palettes, whatever. So the day of launch, I'm sitting ready at my computer, refreshing. The site goes live. I put everything in my cart. I click the hold in cart feature within your bag. So it doesn't just happen automatically. You had to physically click something to hold it. And I notice as I'm going back to put other stuff in the cart, when I would come back, the hold to cart thing had like gone off. So I had to click it again. So now I'm like, okay, like is any of this stuff actually held or not? So I go to check out and of course all the bras and underwear are sold out. So once again, that feature appears to have been a bust. It didn't work for me. If you were trying to get things during the launch and whether you did or did not get them, let me know. I wasn't able to get the bras and underwear, although I did get some other really cute things that I'm excited to show you guys. Now, a couple of other things to keep in mind if you're buying from We Are Tala, and once again, I'm not hating on the brand. I think it's a cool idea. It's fully sustainable. They pay people living wages. They make all of their things out of recycled materials like recycled bottles and plastics. The tags that they physically print and like have attached to the clothes are made of seed paper, so you can plant them and grow a little plant. Like a lot of the stuff that they're doing, I agree with strongly and I think that they're great. But a couple of the things that I've noticed, one, I live in Canada. It obviously takes a little while longer to ship from the UK to Canada. Whenever I order anything from them, I see people within the UK get their orders within like literally 2 days. For some reason, my orders never ship for like a week to a week and a half after I place the order. It's almost like they're like, oh, we'll just fulfill all of these UK orders really quick and get them out so that we can get lots of great Instagram stories of people trying our stuff. But all of these international orders, we'll just like wait and do them at the end. maybe that's not the case. That's certainly how it feels. And that has happened every single time I have placed an order with them, including that very unfortunate first launch where I just got my order canceled even though I was one of the earliest orders. Now, another thing to keep in mind, you have to pay for track shipping, which I think is like 13 to 15 pounds, so British pounds, which is obviously very expensive, and you're paying for everything in pounds. It is a lot more expensive than if you were just going to buy something around here. So like, for example, the bodysuits that I'm going to show you, which are very adorable, so stay tuned, are 35 pounds each, which I would say $35 for like a decent bodysuit in Canadian is like slightly lower than I would expect to pay. I would expect anywhere from like 40 to 45, but because of the exchange rate, they end up being like $62, and then you tack the extra shipping charges onto that. You will sometimes have to pay duties depending on who it's shipped in by and like if it gets stopped at the border. So just keep in mind it can be very expensive. Now, I did not pay duties on this order for whatever reason. The declaration was filled out correctly. For some reason, I just never had to pay it. Now that we have all of that information kind of out of the way, let's get into trying on the clothes. So I guess let's first talk about this little crop tee. This is just a super cute little cropped tee with obviously the very minimalistic Tala branding. Now, this t-shirt is unlike any that I've ever worn before, which is interesting. And this brings me back to like the quality of the pieces, especially the tops. I actually feel like the quality is very, very high. Now, I am not wearing a bra or anything underneath this little top, and I feel like you don't need to. It's very thick, and it's not sewn at the bottom like a traditional seam where it's one layer of fabric folded under and sewn, like hemmed at the bottom. It is like doubled over 2 layers of fabric, and that is true across the entirety of the shirt, and then it's kind of sewn in at the top only. Now, because it's so thick, I was worried that I might get like really sweaty or hot wearing it. That's not the case. I've worn this out to walk my dog on like 30-degree plus days, and it still looks great. No sweat marks. I didn't feel like I was especially hot in it any more than the 30-degree weather justified, but I really, really like it. It's super soft. Like I said, great quality, and I will wear this constantly. I also love the length. It's hard to tell with the leggings, but it's basically like a little bit above my belly button, which for me, this is a great crop length. Now let's talk about these leggings. So I actually first saw these leggings as part of the Galentines launch, so basically right around Valentine's Day. So these are ribbed leggings, and they came in a couple different colors, and they were supposed to be like cute loungewear pieces. Like, these aren't necessarily gym leggings. They are very much like hang out around the house leggings, which I'm very into, of course. I love a good pair of casual leggings, but they are ribbed. This is the berry color. They also had them in like a gray and a black, I'm pretty sure, but for some reason they had so much of the berry left, which I'm surprised because I think this is by far the cutest color. But anyways, these are pretty good leggings. They obviously are super high-waisted. They come up basically to like a little tiny bit below my rib cage. Now, they don't have a back seam in the middle, which a lot of people really like that. I think it can be flattering if you're looking for like a smoothing effect, especially. I personally like a seam in the middle because I think that it makes your bum just look like that much juicier, because obviously it kind of separates your cheeks so that they both look like really good and big. Now, your butt will still look good in these, like, don't get me wrong, but I do think that I just prefer having a middle seam. Now, I find I got these in a size medium. They still do compress my butt a little bit, and that's just a fact of a lot of leggings. The waistband on these is not super, super wide. Like, I would say it's maybe 2 to 3 inches of waistband versus like some of the other Tala leggings I have like a gigantic like 6-inch waistband, and it will kind of like compress a little bit. Like it's not going to make it look like you have a waist trainer on. It's definitely a flattering waistband and it lays very flat across your belly. Now I got these in the regular length. Tala does offer 2 different lengths in most of their leggings. They offer either a regular, which is more of like a 7/8-ish length on most people. For me, the perfect length. And then they also offer a long, which of course will just be a little bit longer if you are taller or if you want full length leggings. Now these are not squat proof. Like I said, they aren't meant to be gym leggings. However, I have found that even the gym leggings for Tala are also not squat proof. So that's just something to keep in mind. But I do actually really like these. I love the color. I think that they're very cute. I love the ribbing. And like I said, I will wear these a lot around the house or like out to run errands or whatever. I just won't be wearing them to the gym. All right, so now we are finally on to one of the ADORA bodysuits, which was a part of the underwear launch. Like I said, I couldn't get any of the thongs or the bralettes, but I did manage to get a couple of the bodysuits. Now I love these bodysuits. Let me preface by saying that I think that they are so cute. This one, you might be able to tell, I had to put a set of like silicone pasties on underneath because it is so see-through. Like I'm saying, you could see absolutely everything. I don't mean like, oh, if I got cold, you'd be able to see. You could see the color of my nipples through it. So I had to put on pasties. I am okay with wearing pasties underneath something if I have to. I think that it's a shame that the bodysuit is so see-through, and I will say that the other one I have, I don't find as bad. I'd be comfortable wearing that one with nothing underneath. Now, this bodysuit I think is very flattering. Obviously a pretty deep V, so you will have like some cleavage. And then the sides are cut out a little further than I think most bodysuits are. So you do get like a little bit of the side as well, which I personally think is really flattering, though that might not be everybody's style. Now the back is basically just a fairly low square back, and then it does have adjustable straps, so you could adjust these if you needed them to be like a little bit tighter. Now the bottom of this bodysuit I will show you when I try on the other one, just because I'm going to pair it with a skirt so it'll be easier to see. But the bottom is like a thong bottom, pretty high cut at the front, and then it just has like a snap enclosure. The material on these is literally so soft. It feels amazing. The one complaint I do have is that the straps are made of like this slightly reflective material and they're a little bit itchy. Now the straps also do have like really minimal Tala branding. Probably hard to see because it's so light, but I do think that it's really cute, and that branding also continues all around here and across the back, so basically at the seams. Now let's talk about these leggings. So I did not get these this time. This is something I got in the past, but these are the original OG Tala leggings, the ZINNIAs. They are the worst leggings I've ever had. I greatly dislike them. They are, I think, let's start with the reason that I dislike them. So looks wise, they probably look okay. I find them a little annoying because the bottom to me, it's not tight to your leg, like it doesn't stick to your ankle. It looks like you're wearing a pair of like skinny jeans from back in the day, like 2007 skinny jeans where it like bunched at the bottom of your ankle. I'm not a fan of that look, and these are the regular length, which are meant to be like a shorter legging. Now, the reason that these are so atrocious, they are made of recycled bottles, I'm pretty sure, which is, once again, great idea. I think it could be very cute and like it could be done well. These are so hard to put on. They're so uncomfortable because they're like this thick. Like, they are the thickest and least stretchy leggings I have ever had. They're so uncomfortable. They feel like they're going to fall apart so quickly. Like, yes, they're thick, but they don't feel high quality at all. This waistband is huge. Like, it's probably more than 6 inches. And it like squishes you in at such a weird place where, like, yeah, obviously I look very curvy here now, but it just like squishes all of your skin all around, so it just makes you look like very weirdly proportioned, in my opinion. Now the back, once again, they don't have a seam in the middle, and I find these ones have so much compression that my bum looks almost non-existent, which, once again, not a fan. And I just really don't understand like what they were going for with these, because they are not squat proof. They're uncomfortable. Like, if you were going to try and like do heavy squats in these, this just rolls down like instantaneously as soon as you bend over or do anything. And it rolls out, which is also just like annoying. So then you're constantly trying to like flip it back up. And they're just like not very cute. Like, they're nothing new and innovative in terms of the appearance of them. Like, yes, the water bottle thing is pretty new, but they're so uncomfortable because of it. Like, is it worth it? They're also so hot and like not stretchy. So like, if I'm trying to like stretch my legs, like, I can get my legs higher than this in a pair of stretchy Fashion Nova jeans than I can in these leggings. Like, that's a problem. So all in all, I would say, in my experience, most of the tops that I've received from Tala have been very good, very top notch. I would try to stick away from anything that is made from the same material or references the same kind of like used water bottle things as these ZINNIA leggings, because like I said, they're so uncomfortable. I just strongly dislike them. I also got a zip-up bra from them that was like a similar material, and same thing, like, I think it looks really cute on, but as soon as I try and wear it, I just die of heat exhaustion and like feel so restricted because they're so thick and uncomfortable. Now that we have that out of the way, I'm going to try on the last bodysuit and just pair it with like a cute skirt that I think that it looks really great with. All right, so this is obviously a very different look, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen kind of like a little behind the scenes of this already, but I recently got this skirt in super bright watermelon pink, and I think it looks so good with this bodysuit. I think it's just like the perfect look. Pink on pink, so adorable. Now obviously this bodysuit is the same as the last one. It's just this super cute pale pink, and I do think that I prefer the pink. Like I said, it's a lot less see-through than the other one. I left the pasties on just because I already have them on. But I do think that you can get away with this one without pasties, as long as you're not somebody who is going to be super like ashamed or nervous if you do get a little bit chilly, because you will be able to see that 100%. Like, it's a nice thin, very soft material. I love the material, but you will be able to see through it. So this is that bodysuit that I just had on, just to show you kind of like what the full thing looks like. So it is like a fairly high cut bottom, and then, as I was saying before, it is just 3 snap enclosures, which we'll see how durable those are. I do know that sometimes snap enclosures like that can kind of fall apart over time, so hopefully these ones do last. Now obviously this skirt, not from Tala, it is from Boutique 1861. I will be making a video about this as well in the next couple weeks, as well as some other pieces I got from them, so stay tuned for that because it is very cute. But I think that this just goes to show that a piece like this can be so versatile. I know a lot of people will probably only wear it as like underwear, or like wear it to take pictures in and then take it off because they're not really sure where else to wear it. But I think that a great bodysuit like this can be worn like as a top with a cute skirt to make like almost a dressy feel. You could definitely dress this down with a really cute pair of joggers, I'm eyeing a pair of pink joggers from Aritzia that I think would look amazing. And like a nice dad hat, a cute pair of slides to go with it perhaps. But I do think that people tend to either love or hate bodysuits, and this is my PSA to give them a try, especially ones that have like adjustable straps so that you can make it longer or shorter depending on your torso length. I think that they can be amazing. I personally love them for the comfort, and also when you're wearing them with something like this where you're going to want your top tucked in the entire night, you don't have to worry about it bunching up and making it look like you have like a weird baby in the front or something. It will be perfectly flat all night. You don't have to worry about it. I know a lot of people are very concerned about having to pee. Pull it to the side. It's not a big deal. Honestly, especially something like this where it's like a stretchy material, it's easier to pull it to the side than it is to clasp it and unclasp it. I'm just gonna say it. And they look amazing. Like, I just think the body skimming design of most bodysuits are just very flattering to the feminine figure. Obviously, I think my boobs look incredible in this one. Like, I'm not out here trying to be queen modest, but I really think that you should give them a try. Now, please let me know down below a couple of things. One, do you like bodysuits? If you're a man, do you like seeing women in bodysuits? If you're a woman, do you like wearing them? Number two, have you or would you ever shop at We Are Tala? I would love to know from everybody. I would love to hear your experiences about shopping with them. Like I said, I'm not trying to hate on them in any way. I think that what they're trying to do is good. And a lot of the pieces that I got in this haul really make me think that they are kind of on the up and up. However, I know that they do still sell these ZINNIA leggings, which like you can just hear. That's not a nice material. Like, hopefully they will have more leggings that are kind of like this nice soft ribbed material in the future, because like I said, this is great. This is a color I haven't seen from a lot of other brands. It's innovative, it's new. These bodysuits, great cut, great fit. That t-shirt, once again, really good quality, really great cut. So hopefully we will continue to see that from them in the future and not more plastic water bottle junk. Now, if you did enjoy this video and you would like to see some more from me, please be sure to hit the big red subscribe button found down below. Also, be sure to hit the bell notification button to be notified when I post. I usually put out a new video every single week, and I've got some really great ones coming up that I don't think you guys will want to miss. Now, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope all of you guys and your families and friends stay safe and healthy, and that you're having a wonderful summer, and I will see you next week. Bye!